Good morning, ladies and gents. Hopefully you're all doing well, having a good day. So I wanted to talk today a bit about my issues with the ifam. I feel like my issues are more of them than they are Chris and Sarah and these days, if I'm being fairly honest. I mean, if you've seen the previous videos on my channel, you'll know how I feel about the ifam. You'll know how I feel about the fact that the ifam constantly defend Chris and Sarah no matter what they do. And you'll know how angry I get and how angry I am about that, and how frustrated I am about that. I just think that the ifam need to wake up a little bit. I mean, I've been looking at the Inham's vlogs recently, and I've just been thinking to myself, like, how are the ifam not getting fed up with the constant clickbait flood titles? Because that's all we've seen lately. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous clickbait flood titles, and they're trying to gain viewers. But this clickbait and constant clickbaiting is actually losing them viewers. The constant clickbaiting is a big part of the reason why, people have stopped watching their channel. Because people have had enough of them, of the constant clickbaiting every single day. Practically all the, which is basically what they're doing. I just feel to myself, like, how are people not getting fed up with that, Like, I often think to myself, like, how, it's obviously Chris calls it clever marketing, the amount of times the people that called him out for clickbait, and he's trying to fight back at those people saying, oh, it's just clever marketing. No, it's not clever marketing, pussy boy, it's flipping clickbait, and it's wrong at the end of the day. There's no, clickbaiting is never okay or acceptable. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna applaud, him for the people like them for the fact that they do things like that, because no one should be applauding them for that at the end of the day. Nobody should be, saying that, they've not done anything, saying how they're not doing anything wrong. At the end of the day, we all know that clickbait has become quite a big problem on YouTube. And it's like YouTube allow people to do that. It's not against the rules for people to be doing that. But quite frankly, it should be against the rules. But at the end of the day, there's no point reporting somebody for clickbait, because they're not going to get into trouble for that. The vlog ain't going to be taken down even if it was reported for clickbait anyway, so there's no point reporting them. For that sort of thing. But it's not okay. At the end, that's as simple as that. It's just not okay for them to be clickbaiting constantly. And for them to think they can make money off of that. It really... I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say at this point that hasn't already been said. I wish I knew what I was supposed to say, but there's not really anything else I could say about this that hasn't already been said. Apart from Chris and Sarah are a pair of lasses who think it's okay to make money off clickbaiting their fans. No way. It's like hell is it okay for them to do that. I mean, it's just... There's no words to describe how angry I am at the fact that people are constantly defending Chris and Sarah every single day in and day out, 24/7. Like, no matter what they do. I mean, Chris and Sarah would let their kids jump off a 2,000-foot cliff, and Chris and Sarah would say, oh, they're not doing anything wrong. And the ifam would say that Chris and Sarah weren't doing anything wrong by letting their kids do that. I mean, how many times have we seen the ifam defending Chris and Sarah at times where they shouldn't be defending them. I mean, it's like that flood that went out on Tuesday. People should not have been defending them over that. It was wrong what they did. They were basically making money off of somebody else's misfortune. That is why a lot of people called them out for that flood on Tuesday, and that's why they got a lot of backlash over it, because of the fact that they were basically making money off of somebody else's misfortune. And regardless of what anybody else says on that, that is actually vital. And of course the ifam would jump into Chris and Sarah's defence, trying to say they weren't actually doing that. But actually that's actually what they were doing. They were trying to make money off of somebody else's misfortune, and it's just disgusting that they thought it was okay to do that. Like, there's no words to describe how vile that is, to be honest. But I was angry at Chris and Sarah for what they did. But I feel like I was more angry with the fact that the ifam were defending them over it and were saying they hadn't done anything wrong. Like, I can't quite believe the fact that the ifam were defending them over that. I can't quite believe that the ifam were actually willing to say that Chris and Sarah hadn't actually done anything wrong. To me that's not true. To me that was that's a load of bullcrap. And I'll say that time and time again because it's true. At the end of the day, it was a load of bullcrap. That's the problem with them. They love talking bullcrap. They don't expect to get called out for the things. The problem with Chris and Sarah, right, is they don't expect to get called out for the things they do. They don't expect people to call them out and call them out for what they do. And when they get called out for what they do, they don't like it. They hate being called out for certain things they do. They hate being told that they are actually in the wrong. They hate being told that, they're not, that it's, they hate being told that, they hate being called out for anything or being criticised for anything they do. And this is what causes a lot of problems these days, is their inability to accept criticism. If they were actually able to accept that, I don't think there'd be too much of a problem. Honestly to God, there would be too much of a problem here. If they were actually willing to admit they were in the wrong. I'd probably be a lot more respectful to them over that, respectful to them if they were actually willing to accept they were in the wrong. I want them to, I just wish they would accept that sometimes. They are sometimes in the wrong, and there are times where they do deserve to be called out for the things that, for certain things they do. Because there's certain things they do are completely and utterly unacceptable. And anybody with an ounce of common sense would actually say that, simple as that. There's not a single person here in their right mind who would actually defend them over the things they do. Nobody in their right mind would do that. You'd have to be insane to want to defend Chris and Sarah over the things they do. That has to be said. It really is that simple. Like, I don't quite know what else I'm supposed to say, because I feel like I've said enough on this already. I feel like I've made my feelings known on this well enough. I don't feel like I need to really make my feelings known any more than I already have done. But I will keep calling them out for this. I will keep calling the ifam out. I'm not going to stop calling the ifam out. That's not going to stop. That's not going to change. I've got to keep doing that because I don't care if people think I'm being harsh or if people think I'm being negative about this. I just feel like this really needed to be said. Like, as I said, I just can't understand how the ifam are not getting fed up with constant clickbait. Oh, wait, that's because the ifam are too stupid to actually realise what clickbait is. That's why they don't get but over it. It's actually too stupid to realise what clickbait actually is. You know, they're too stupid to realise that the most of Chris and Sarah's vlog titles are just massive clickbait. You know, they're just massive clickbaits. Simple as that. You know, I don't think there's really anything else I necessarily need to say on this. I think enough has been said at this point. You know, don't get me wrong on that. You know, I love a good opportunity to all the ifam out. You know, they are extremely sick and twisted and pure evil. The fact that they are actually willing to defend every single thing that Chris and Sarah do makes them a lot worse than Chris and Sarah, because, yeah, Chris and Sarah, you know, are bad enough for doing the things they do, but it's even the fact that the ifam are willing to defend them over the things they do makes them so much worse. Because nobody in their sane mind or in their right mind would ever defend Chris and Sarah. And I'm not trying to be horrible here, I'm speaking the truth. No decent person, you know, no decent sane person in their right mind would ever want to defend Chris and Sarah in them. You know, no one would ever dream of doing that. No one would ever dream of defending Chris and Sarah in any possible way. You know, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say at this point. You know, it's just shocking the levels that people are willing to go to try and defend Chris and Sarah time and time again. You know, the problem with the ifam is they're so desperate to be noticed, you know, and you can see that with a lot of them. You know, some of them are worse than others. Mama Don Dons. You know, people speak a lot about her because she is one of the worst. You know, she should change her name to Mama Dum Dum or Mama or Mama Stupid Was It. That's what she should change her name. No. She should change her name to Mama Dum Dum or Mama Sado Was It. That's why I said. That's why I actually said she posted a comment on the vlog yesterday, and I basically said she should change. And I responded to that comment, and I said she should change her name to Mama Dum Dum or Mama Sado Was It. You know, because that's what she should do. She should change her name to Mama Sado Was It. Because that's what a lot of the ifam are, in fact. They're Sado Was-Its. You know, I'm not going to hold back on what I say about the ifam. I don't care if people are offended by what I say or are offended by my opinions. You know, I'm not doing this just like, you know, to try and avoid offending people. That's not what I'm here to do. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit if people are offended by what I'm saying or not. You know, at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. These things have to be said. You know, these comments have to be made. Someone has to call them out for what they're doing. And for the fact that they're putting it, for the things that the stupid and irresponsible things they do. Because regardless of what the ifam say, a lot of the things that Chris and Sarah do are damn right irresponsible. You know, they are, at this point, they are literally begging for something to go wrong. They are they have really, really, really been pushing their luck lately. And they are severely pushing their luck at the moment. They are really severely pushing their luck. You know, and I fear greatly that something bad that something really bad is going to happen. You know, it does feel like that is only a matter of time. Now, you know, I don't want, I don't want to sound morbid or anything like that. I don't want to sound like, I'm not trying to say that, I wish that on them, but it feels like they're asking for it. It feels like they're asking, it feels like they're practically on their hands and knees, begging for something bad to happen. You know, I mean, people don't need to wish that on them, but, you know, when they're practically on their hands and knees begging for it to happen. You know, when they're actually on their hands and knees begging for something bad to happen. You know, that's what the situation is. The situation is one where they're practically on their hands and knees begging for something bad to happen. They want, you know, you can see, you know, you can see just how much they want something bad to happen. You can see just how desperate they are for something bad to happen. You know, anyone with an ounce of common sense can see that. It's like, you know, come on now. Just wake the hell up. That's what people need to do these days. They need to wake the heck up. And they need to get their heads out Chris and Sarah's backsides. That's what I'm going to say on the matter. You know, that's what I'm going to say. I don't want to say anything else on this because I feel like I've said enough already. You know, I honestly don't know what else to say. Like, I don't quite know what people are expecting me to say. And I feel like people are probably expecting me to be less critical, and are probably expecting me to be a whole damn lot nicer. But why would I be nicer to the ifam? Why would I be nicer to Chris and Sarah? I've got no intention of doing that. I've got no intention of being nice to the ifam when they're constantly defending Chris and Sarah every day. What else are people supposed to say? You know, they can't keep defending Chris and Sarah every day and not expect to get called out for that. You know, the ifam, this is the problem here. The ifam can't not expect to be called out for defending Chris and Sarah every day. Because they are going to get called out for that. Because people are starting to see how ridiculous it is. The fact that they're defending Chris and Sarah every single day. You know, so of course they're going to get called out for that. Because people have had enough of it now. You know, people have had enough of the ifam constantly jumping to Chris and Sarah's defence when they're the ones in the wrong. You know, this is that's all I'm willing to say on the matter. And I feel like I've said enough in my previous videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. But I'll see you for another one a bit later on. Bye bye, guys.